This gonna have audio? Hey traders, and today we're going to be talking about the Fractal Indicator. One of the reasons that we'll be discussing the fractals today is it was requested by one of our viewers in the comments section. So if you have any other indicators which you'd like to see, put those in the comments so that we know and we can make one of these videos for an indicator that you request. Fractals were developed by Bill Williams many years ago, and Bill Williams is a name which we have commonly thrown around in these trading tips, and which we will in the future, due to the fact that he has created so many indicators that we use in our day-to-day technical analysis of the charts. Aside that recurring image where if you zoom in and you zoom in and you zoom in and you keep zooming in and you keep finding that same image popping up, fractals on the charts or trading are a little bit different, yet have a similar concept. The fractals that we'll be talking about will be more chart-based, yet have a somewhat similar concept to these types of fractals if we were to go to shorter time frames. The fractal indicator that we will be concerning ourselves with though on the chart, as opposed to that repeating image, will be very non-calculation based and easy to recognize placement on the chart. Something that we won't need plus signs, multiplication, division signs, or anything like that for to find placement. Just really easy eyeball recognition on the chart, how to recognize where these fractals will go. The calculation for the fractals that we're talking about will be based off of 5 candles. What we're going to be looking for in these 5 candles is the highest high or the lowest low forming as that middle candle. So fractals are by definition a very lagging indicator that need at least 2 candlesticks after the fractal candle to have the fractal actually form. The fractal up will be that highest high in the sequence, and the fractal down will be the lowest low in the sequence. Occasionally you'll also hear the terms fractal high or fractal low, since they are based off of the highs and lows, yet Bill Williams had them named as fractal up and fractal down. The entries for our fractals will be a little bit delayed, since by definition fractals are delayed by 2 candles before their formation. What we'll be looking for though is that fractal down forming for our buy. Once we see that fractal down form, we know that we have finished our downward trend, we're starting our bullish trend, and so that's our buy entry right there, 2 candles after that fractal forms. Alternatively, we'll go ahead and enter our sell once we see that fractal up form 2 candles previous to where we are currently at in the market. Now for our exits, we're going to tie in one of Bill Williams' other indicators, and it's one that we've previously discussed, and it is the alligator indicator. How the alligator indicator is used for our exits with the fractals is as we're in a fractal pattern and we have that fractal down or that fractal up forming, odds are our alligator indicator will just be beginning to open up its mouth, or it will be in its mouth open already, going in the trend in which we are going. As the mouth is open, we're going to continue on in that trend. We'll be going, and the price action will just be continuing to fall into the alligator's mouth, feeding the alligator itself. Once we start to see the alligator's mouth close and we start to get really any overlap in any of the moving averages that the alligator indicator has, we'll go ahead and we'll close out of our trade from the fractals. Since by definition these fractals are a lagging indicator, a lot of the time we'll start to see that mouth close on the price movement before that next fractal forms, sort of giving us a leading information onto when that next fractal will form. Alternatively, we won't always see that mouth closing before that next fractal forms. So if we are in that buy from the fractal down or the sell from the fractal up, if we do see the opposing fractal form where we have 2 candles of price movement going against us at that point, and we want to go ahead and close out of the trade. So our 2 exits, the alligator mouth starting to close upon the price movement, or we have that fractal forming telling us that the market is forming those higher lows or lower highs, and that we're starting to go in the opposite direction and that we should get out of our trade at that point. Hopefully this trading tip and this fractal indicator can be useful to you in your trading. If you found the information on the fractals here useful and you want to add the fractals onto your chart itself, just go into the top right of each chart, and it looks like a line chart overlapping with another line chart, or sometimes to some people it looks like a little check mark. You'll click on that, go to the drop down and find the fractals indicator. There are no settings to use since it is just based off of those 5 candles, so you'll just go ahead, click confirm, and that'll put them on your chart in the form of arrows pointing to those highs and lows. If you're using a different trading platform, you'll just go to wherever you add your indicators, find the fractals in the list, confirm that you want them on, and they should appear on your chart at that point. If you found this trading tip useful and want to get notifications for when we post new ones, or let us know what indicators or tips you would like to see, like and subscribe to this video and post in the comments what you'd like to see. That way you'll get notified when we post the new video letting you know a new trading tip. Thank you all and happy trading.